We've got a lot of stuff to cover, so let's jump right in with this. The first project that Lucasfilm announced, Lucasfilm had Kathleen Kennedy. She came out on stage and she gave her little intro and opening, and this was the first project that she announced. Now, this particular webpage is from Comic Book Resource. It's really easy to find. Link will be in the description of the video below. But as for Rangers of the New Republic, the official synopsis, or kind of the tag behind it, says Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are developing the original series Rangers of the New Republic, which is set in the timeline of The Mandalorian. And then it goes off and talks a little bit about the Mandalorian there. We don't have a lot of I mean, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much all that we know about Rangers of the New Republic. It takes place during the same time as The Mandalorian, which is currently on Disney Plus now. There's 1.5 seasons currently. This graphic, this logo, evokes fighter pilots. It kind of looks like wings a little bit. Rangers of the New Republic. I feel like we've already seen some of these Rangers, quote unquote, in the Mandalorian series, kind of flying around, kind of space patrol. Maybe that's kind of the subtitle. Maybe it'll be Rangers of the New Republic, Space Patrol. I would love to see that. Eric, you're a big Star Wars guy. Would you like to see a Space Patrol?
You know, my gut reaction is my original gut reaction was I don't know, but I do love a good fighter pilot. Bring me Top Gun in space and I'm on board, right? Wing Commander and all that fun stuff. I I sadly love that stuff. So I feel like the answer is yes. I mean, we're talking adventure. Right now we have the Mandalorian. Dave Filoni played one of the Rangers in an episode. He's the other Ranger in the episode where the spoilers, I guess, which I'm sure everyone knows that with your show. Yeah. When they come to rescue Mando from the ice planet with all those really creepy spider-esque things spiders? That were supposed to originally attack.
Those are cool.
Yeah,
those are really cool.
They're really fun.
I didn't realize that he was playing the other fighter pilot.
Yeah, he's the other one, and so I feel like it's a big hint right there that it's going to be that sort of storyline. And I think the benefit in this option is that we're getting characters that we don't see regularly in sci-fi in general, or in film and TV. Is that we're getting some unique looking people, and I think that this is an opportunity because every squadron, when we see them in the Star Wars universe, as it were, everyone has a different look. They're not all cookie cutter characters, and so I think if we get something like this, we're going to get to see some really awesome, unique characters that have every body shape, size, and color. And I think that is, for a society, really good to see. I think that's a really cool opportunity.
Oh, man. Like, I could not agree more. Anytime, this has been regurgitated over and over and over again, not just on this show, but plenty of other sources as well. Anytime that you have an opportunity to tell more diverse stories in whatever capacity that means, you're just going to improve the quality of your storytelling. You're going to have more.
Even if it's just seeing them on screen, right? Yeah. Even if it's not the story itself.
Yeah. I mean, you just the way, again, like as an improviser, when you have new material to react against, it's so refreshing. I mean, we all love sitting down. Let me, again, use an improv comparison here. We all love watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? But if you're familiar with those short form games and you've played those short form games, I mean, I worked on a cruise ship for a few months playing short form games, and you play the same games over and over and over and over again, and it becomes easy. It becomes predictable from you. The audience still is like, they're crazy impressed, right?
Totally.
But from the improviser perspective, you kind of get into a rhythm. I mean, it's still improvised. You're not planning, you're not scripting anything, but certain things become predictable. And then, take that into a storytelling perspective. Sometimes things start to become predictable in cyclical when you don't have other elements to bounce off of. So this is one of the things that I love about like the day and age that we live right now is, and especially Disney seems to be embracing this idea of diverse storytelling. I mean, look at all of the other animated and live action projects that that we talked about on the show so far this week. For heaven's sake, like I'm blanking. My mind is totally. Look at everything that they're announcing, and I can't think of a single thing. Right?
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of the trick to it too, though. We have so much content; it does skirt that fine line of, are we going to hit a point where we're just repeating ourselves and we're recycling the same old material over and over again, or are we going to get that opportunity where now we're going to tell real stories that are brand new? We
Yeah.
have The Mandalorian, which is coming back with season 3, and it's new and refreshing, but it's also just a space western, which Star Wars has kind of always been, at least at the start. So why not take that and keep going where we can explore new entries and new valleys? And I think this is one of those opportunities. I think we're going to get to see something that we haven't seen in a long time, which is something really adventurous, and we get to see I mean, if they are the Rangers, right, and they are, then there's no excuse not to be just planet hopping every episode.
Yeah.
We get to go anywhere in the universe with
Yeah.
with an excuse like this, which is really awesome.
I will. Now that you said that, one of my critiques of the Mandalorian, and it's something that you literally just touched on. Every episode they jump to a different planet. It's that is one thing, because there's only an A storyline. There is no B storyline. It's arguably.
I mean, it's not called Mando and Friends.
True.
It's called Mandalorian and the ability to find a baby there. So easily.
It is a little frustrating though, because it's just the A storyline. There's nothing else happening to support what he's doing, what's going on. I would like to, because they've already brought in oh man, now I can't even think of her name. She plays kind of the one of the, like, the cops, I guess, on one of the planets. She's
yeah.
Yes.
Our drop trooper.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh man, her name escaping me is just, it's the most frustrating thing. Anyway, I would, maybe if we saw like more of her storyline and what she's going through, and then we can kind of like cut back and forth and back and forth. I don't know, just having an A storyline the whole time is a little tedious for me in terms of just receiving content, because it's, the whole thing is, hey, you need to go to this planet and find this person. Well, now that I've gone to the planet and found the person, you have to help us overcome this side quest, and then we'll give you the thing that you're looking for. Okay, here's more information. Now you have to go to this planet, find this person, and it's just the same thing over and over. That's my one critique of Mandalorian, or I guess two critiques of Mandalorian.
It's kind of the problem with sci-fi across the board, and I think there's only been a few really successful opportunities in sci-fi on television. Because in a film, right, you can get away with that. We're only seeing you for a short period. But with a series, you got to keep us engaged the whole time. And I think this is a unique one because The Mandalorian has chosen to take a new character with a new hero, right? We're not getting anything associated with Skywalker that's been spread out upon all these films. So we're getting to see a little brief moment, but the problem is that we need to make that character interesting and describe the world, because we're in a small window of time where we haven't really focused on as far as the universe cinematically goes. So I think we're in a really weird scenario where we have to, through his lens, see each one of these characters. We get a little bit of stuff here and there, right? We get little taste of what it's starting to look like. I mean, just seeing the Rangers episode was a great example of, here's what it is out in the rest of the universe. The most recent episode, we got a little taste of where the Empire is and how people maybe feel about being part of the Empire post the war, as it were. And it's, there's a beautiful line there of, they're dead and we're still standing. We're still here. And that this guy is so happy and wonderful about that. And of course, spoiler again, he dies
Dun, dun,
for it.
dun.
But what, meanwhile, the soldiers, they're, really going through his self and questioning everything he did and questioning whether it was worth the loss of life. And I think we have a really cool opportunity, and I think Disney is smart in the fact that they're releasing so much stuff in a shotgun approach to maybe fill in so many gaps right now.
Well, again, like one of the things that we've been talking about on the show is that they have amassed 82 million subscribers something like that. Just over 80 million subscribers in 1 year. Disney Plus has only been around for 1 year, and they have Mandalorian, they have Hamilton, and they have their entire library of previous content. That's it. Their library,
which includes Star Wars, Marvel, as well.
Yeah, but it's stuff that you've already seen. In terms of new content, they have two things: Mandalorian and Hamilton, and then everything else that you've already seen before. So,
and my almost 8-year-old loves Hamilton, and grown to watch it again. And I wasn't expecting her to want to watch it the first time.
Yeah,
so.
my 7-year-old, same thing. Or my 7-year-old niece. Yeah, same thing. Oh, but I do have a 12-year-old, and she has 4 legs. So
there you go.
Anyway, guys.
And I'm sure she'll watch it.
Question for you is, what do you think of the show that I literally just forgot the name of? Rangers. I was like Rangers. The Republic of the New something. Rangers of the New Republic. Boy, this is turning out to be quite a... How do you do? What do you think the story is going to be? Are you interested in it? Are there other Star Wars type shows that you are more interested in? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Scrooge McDuck would want you to do. DuckTales, woo!